Hey, hello everybody. How we doing today? Today's little hangout, we're going to build a responsive email list fast and free. I want to emphasize to do this, to be free, you have to have an autoresponder. You have to have a website. Those are business things that you need to have for this to work. And some of these things are going to cost money. And what the idea is you make the money back by selling something cheap. And I'm going to show you how that works. I'm also going to show you some things that I hope you already are doing. And I just want to make sure you're doing. When you're on these things, you really don't know who your audience is. I invite my list. I invite people from Facebook, my Facebook group, my Facebook fan page, and you never know, what range the person is at. Are they newbies? Are they advanced? And so we always have to do the basics. Start from the bottom, and that's how it works. That's the easiest and easiest way for me to teach you and share with you these things. Because if I start with something advanced and there's somebody that's just coming in the door, they're lost. They're going to think of this guy, don't know what he's doing, or he's too advanced for me. I always start from the basics. So that's where we're at. And I'm going to pop over to my page. That way, I can relax a little bit and I can check out the comments. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, if you have any ideas on other hangouts that you would like to hear, like my friend Debbie there, she asked me to do a couple things for her that's going to help her out. I will do the same for you. All you have to do is either put a message down there, find some source to get a hold of me. I'm sure you will. So what I want you to do is, hey, if you're here, put a comment down, tell me where you're from, and if you're a newbie or if you're not, sometimes that helps me as far as the things that I'm training on. And if you have something you want me to train, you have a problem, let's solve it. That's what we're here for. We're here to get results. So let me share my screen and go back over to the comments. Whoop, not the chat. I need to share screen. Yes, share. Okay, you should see me. Or you should see my screen anyway. To get this out of the way, let's if you're on YouTube and you're live right now, like it is 1:03. If you're on there, you can actually come to the special page by hitting the link below, and you can engage with us. You can check out some of the links that we have to offer you and some of the things that I'm going to talk about. So you can do that if you want. If not, you can stay right there where you're at. And if you're watching this within, today is 7/30 or month 7 and 30 day, and this will be up for 7 days. At noontime, I generally take it down for the next hangout. But this page will always be up. The video will be different. That's all. All right. Let's go. Hey, there's Debbie. Good morning. And here's what I want to talk about. We're going to talk about, you know, a responsive email list, how to build it fast, how to, um, you know, basically, once you build it, you got to think about, okay, now you need to engage. So let's go over some ideas on how to build it. And tell the truth, I did not set this up. This is one of the ways. Uh-oh. Usually I set this stuff up for you guys, but I didn't. All right. First way. This is something you should be doing. I have my website set up to when I send somebody to my website, or if they luckily find the SEO way or search engine way or some way to get to my site, the first thing they see is, you know, something about making money, or, you know, that's what I have here. It's a lead magnet that shows you how to make money with the easy way to 10K system. And here's an opt-in right off the bat. Now, back in the day, we used to put it on the side, right here, like right up top. And there's different things, you know, it depends. Like, I don't do too much SEO, so, you know, I don't really count on Google to do anything for me. I drive my own traffic. Sometimes Google doesn't like this because everything is above the fold and there's no content. You know, I remember them saying all that before, but I don't worry about that because I drive my own traffic here by doing videos or, you know, a blog posts or something like that. I have other ways to drive traffic here, so I don't really worry too much about that. Now, if you're worried about, you know, you want your your website with SEO, you're you know, all about SEO and you're all about what Google wants, then you're probably going to have to put it on the side. Another thing is you can put it in there twice. Now, I don't have it in there twice because this is a fairly new site and I really haven't done a whole lot with it. I only have three posts up here, and that may be it. You know, I might put one more because I am using this with my landing page creator, and I want my landing pages to be quick and fast, so I don't want too much content on here. But as far as you guys, you know, if you have a website and you're not doing that, and, you know, you need to put maybe a couple different ways for them to opt in to your to whatever you got, you know, whatever your list is. And another thing is something that I really don't like, and I don't think Google likes it either, but they have pop-ups or sliders where a pop-up will slide in here, and, you know, you can put an opt-in box there, or, you know, some kind of free information or whatever to, you know, get that opt-in. That works too. It annoys me, especially if it's you know, when you click off of it and then like 2 seconds later it comes on, and then there was one site I went to this past week, and it was about tractors because I was working on my tractor, and it just wouldn't let me to go anywhere. There was no X, there was nothing. I had to click on the side before it would go away, and I was trying to read their content, and that stupid thing kept on coming up, and it was just a pain in the butt. You know what I did? I left. So that can be a hindrance too. if you set one of those up, a slide in or whatever they call it, or pop up maybe, set it up to where it comes in maybe maybe 20 seconds after they're on your site. And if it hasn't, if they have an X where they can click off of it, don't have it come back in. That, I just don't think that's very good business at all. If you're going to have it come back in, set it for 5 minutes or something, because you're just going to scare or piss off your customers, and you don't want to do that. So that is a couple things that you can do for easy, viral traffic type or viral signups. What you're trying to do is get them to sign up, get them in your marketing funnel. Like this has a marketing funnel to it. The easy way to 10K system. It's a marketing funnel. You need people to go through your marketing funnel. And once you get these people, you need to engage and help them. That's some of the biggest problems when people, they get the list and then they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how much to, how many times to send to it. And a lot of that is you have to figure that out on your own because everybody's different. I think we talked about this a week ago, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, where I had a vendor contact me, and he would email me every single day. But it was great contact. So it was great content. It was funny sometimes, and I'm pretty much a serious person, so it was kind of funny for me, and it helped me a little bit as far as whatever I was trying to learn at the time. This was years ago. I don't know if he still does that or not. He hasn't sent me nothing for a while. So, but he used to do that every day, sometimes twice a day. He just was an email. He was pretty good at emails. You don't need to do that. Most people don't like, you have to be really good before you're going to get people engaged in your emails to do that every single day. What you're going to do is, it depends, let your funnel run first, let it run unless you're doing something like a live event or something like a hangout. Sometimes I'll interrupt. Sometimes, with your list, sometimes people will come in the day before and they're going to catch that email that, says, because it's a broadcast, it says, hey, tomorrow we're having a hangout, and it just happens that way. You just can't help it. So that day, that new person may get, 2 emails in the same day, which I generally don't do. A lot of marketers, they hammer you 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times a day. I have people that I just leave on my list, just to see what they're doing. And, they hammer it. If they're selling something, they just hammer the heck out of it. And most people will just, either delete it or unsubscribe. And that's another thing, guys. As far as unsubscribes, that's going to happen. That's it don't matter how good you are at whatever you're doing, you are going to get unsubscribed. So don't worry about it. Now, if they're also unsubscribing, then you got a problem. It must be something you're doing wrong. But you're going to get, I don't know, I get maybe 7 a week or something like that go out, because I have things running and I have people coming in and out. And sometimes what they signed up for really wasn't what they thought it were. I don't know what the reason is why they do it. Maybe they got 2 emails and they didn't like that in one day. Who knows? I don't worry about it. and you shouldn't either. All right, so driving traffic here, maybe videos, like I said, Facebook posts. You can drive traffic back to your site where they're going to see your opt-in box. Now I got a new idea here, and I'll show it to you, but I haven't tried it yet. I just got it the other day, and I haven't had time to set it all up. But I'm going to start a or give, and I'm going to run this on Facebook and Twitter, and see if I can drive free traffic in. Well, it's got to cost me something because I'm giving away free leads, 50 leads from one of my top tier traffic sources. So I'm hoping this works. What this does is, I'm not trying to sell you on it, but I'm just telling you about it. What it does is there's different actions that the people can take to get more points to get more entries into the sweepstakes. Like they can come here. They can like my post. They can subscribe to my YouTube channel. These, there's a bunch of different things that you can set up, like a Tumblr post, different things that you can set up. So if they do these actions, then, like I said, they get more points. And some actions, like I have it set up to go to one of the live events that we're going to put on next Tuesday, so I can get opt-ins to that list. That's basically the whole thing around this particular sweepstakes here, is to get people to go to that page, sign up, and get on the list to go to that live event. So that's something new that I'm just trying out, and I'll let you know how it works. If it works, maybe I'll do a hangout on it so you can check it out too. All right, so that is the simpler way of setting things up. All right. The next step is you can set yourself up a product. Now this one costs you some money, but if you do it right, you'll get the money back. Basically what you do is you could go to WSO or ClickBank or any of them, JVZoo, any affiliate place that you want to get products from. Find yourself a product from $5 to $10, or you could actually make your own product and sell that product very cheap to pull in leads. What this is going to do is it's going to give you leads and pay you back. So say you do a solo ad. If you don't know what a solo ad is, it's you're using other people's lists. You can go to like a place called Safe Swap. You can just punch in solo ads on Google, and there's a whole bunch of them. So anyway, you can do a solo ad. Say the solo ad costs you $70 for 100 clicks, and you sold however many it takes to claim that $70. Sometimes you'll oversell and you'll actually make a little money and get the list for free. Now that's a strategy that you can use. Another one is one that you can use is the same idea, but sell a good product by setting it up in your email, where you say, the email you give the solo ad person, you could say, most people are selling you something cheap, cheap information, or a cheap, maybe you got a little product that's $7 or $10, a cheap product. But I myself am a different marketer. I would like to sell you a better product, something that you'll really use, and something, let me think, something you'll really use, and something that has a 60-day money-back guarantee. Now, I know you don't know me, so this money-back guarantee should help trust. A lot of times in email, it's a trust thing, especially if you're trying to get them to buy something the very first time. That's why a lot of people sell something cheap. People will buy something from $0 to $10 without too much hesitation. But if you go the other route and you sell something that is more expensive but better, it depends on what kind of marketer you are. If you're a marketer that really just wants the fast buck, or and you want to give something not so valuable, or if you want to give something valuable to show that customer that you care about them, and that's really the best way to go, is to care about your customer, your opt-in or your subscriber and your customer, because you're building a relationship and you're building a long-time career with these people. That's the difference. Now, if you do your own product and it's pretty good and you sell it for cheap, it didn't really cost you anything but time to set it up. Maybe you did a report and you had some really great content that, really is going to help that customer solve the problem. And, it's really good stuff, but you're just going to sell it cheap to get the lead to pay for your traffic. That's how you get it for free. But like I said, you have to have, an autoresponder. You have to have a website to do this stuff. If you don't, it isn't free, it's not going to be free. And guys, you may lose, not every single time are you going to, average out, where it's free. Most of the time you can do it. Now there's, other ways, like going through Facebook and getting free leads that way. You have to talk to people. Well, not talk to them, but you have to message them and, basically kind of, chat back and forth. And a lot of people, when they do that, they can't wait. They come right out with it, the very first thing. Facebook is social. You have to talk to people like they're friends, and you want to build a relationship with them. But I get people all the time, you should look at this link. That's the first thing they write. And I straight out tell them I have enough links to look at. I have enough businesses to keep myself going. I really don't. I'm not interested. So they didn't do it right, so I didn't even look at it. There's a difference. And most of these people, even, I've told you before, like in my group, they just try to spam the group. And there's enough groups out there that are already spammed. I don't really want mine to be. So, and it's all, there's no value there. It's just join this, hey, you should join this. Hey, maybe you should join this. Hey, this is free. Can you join this? You know what I'm saying? It's just monotonous. and I truly, I'm not going to let it through. I approve everything. I think I've only approved like 2 things on the whole thing. One was if the lady was giving away free coffee samples. But you know what? That lady, she tried to get like 4 or 5 of those same things through. I approved one and deleted all the rest. It's I'm not trying to be mean, but who wants all those same pictures, same thing on a group? My group doesn't move that fast. There's only like 80 people, so those things would stay there forever. And I just don't want all that. That's garbage. One other lady approved. I approved something. I don't remember what it was. It was a while ago. But and one other guy, he wanted some friends, basically. So I put his thing up. So I did approve 3 things. But the rest were all garbage. They're all join this, join that. So if you set up a group, that's something you might think about. And you can get actual leads from those places. If you do some videos, you can set yourself up a group and start getting people in there. And set yourself up some videos to where, some interesting stuff, whatever you're selling, and give some value. That's what you have to do for your customers. Just like today, we're giving you value. This hangout's called Getting Results, and that's exactly what I plan to do. Give you value so you can go out there and use this stuff and get some results. Now, guys, if you don't take action, guess what? You will not get results. So if you don't take some kind of action on whatever you're doing, not only what I'm doing or what I'm trying to share with you today, but if somebody else tried to share something with you, if you're not doing nothing, and we talked a little bit about this last week, you will not get anything. That's just the way it is. So what are you going to do for your customers when you get opt-ins? You're going to have to start learning stuff so you can solve their problems, especially if you guys are new. A lot of the new guys will say, well, what do I tell my list? The best thing to do is go to work. Go listen to some training. Go get some results. Like this week, I'm going to show some results from some campaigns that I've been running to my list. It's funny, my list is a little weird. If I put something bad down, like one day I said, I made a mistake and I got all these opt-ins. I mean, not opt-ins. I got all these people clicking on a link to find out what the heck it was. And one other time I said something weird, like, it was more of a negative type headline. And I got, a whole bunch of people hitting that link. So you just kind of have to hit and miss, your titles to, get some better response from them people. My list is starting, there for a while, it was really unresponsive. And, I just been doing things for them, helping them out. And, I think it's starting to come around. I'm getting a lot more people in every week, so that helps out too. Sometimes somebody will just get stagnant. Sometimes people will just sit there, watch you like I've been watching those other guys. All I did really, I probably bought something from them when I was in my early career, and I just leave them on there because they're doing the same thing they did 10 years, I don't know, 4 years ago. So it's like they're not really doing anything different, and I click on their link sometimes just to see, what they're doing, but most of the time I delete it especially when they do it like 4 or 5 times in one day. You know, it's just crazy. So those are ways that you can build your list fast. And like I said, you can do it through solo ads, Safe Swap, if you know what that is. That one costs money. I went there the other day. They have a free account, but you have to have a list before you can, you know, use somebody else's list. They kind of, what they do is they kind of trade off. But if you pay the fee, then you can go in and just buy somebody else's, you know, not buy their list, but buy clicks from other people's lists. But there's other ways that you can do that. You know, you can just, let's see what happens if we punch in solo ads. See, solo ads, solo ads, solo ads. There are a whole bunch of them here, guys. 50 of the best. That'd be a good place probably to click on. This one right here is pretty good too. Oh. Click meter, 50 best solo ad vendors. This isn't what I thought it was. Oh, maybe it was. So there's a whole bunch. There's prices, 100 clicks, 55 bucks. You know, you can, you know, find you, if you get, all you'd have to do is get 6 people out of the 100 to buy your $10 product. All right, you see how that works? These are all fairly cheap. These are all 100 clicks right here. You can, you have to try these guys. You know, you just, I can't tell you which ones are the best. These are different people I've really never seen. So you just, you know, have to try their traffic and see, you know, if you get any results. Now, you need, if you're going to use this, you need that tracker that's on one of these trackers. Okay, they're both have a free you know, subscription. These are, I have one of these. I don't know which one it is because I didn't really write down, but I have one of these and I pay for it. It's like $20 a month. But if you're on a budget, they do have a free part, you know, portion to it. You just you really don't get that many clicks. But if you're just doing 100, I think one of them is 250 clicks that you get, and one is 1,000. But I'm not sure if they give you the conversion. One gives you everything. It's just 250 clicks. One gives you 1,000, but it doesn't give you your conversion. It just tells you how many leads, how many clicks that you got come through, which is important too. So you could use these and, you know, both of them actually, and do what you need to do. So what you do is you set up a campaign, and, you know, it's 100 clicks. So you could actually, the one you could do twice and find your product, set it all up, set your tracking up so you know that, you know, and then you can make a list of these people. Say, you know, you went to this, what was that, $50. Say you go to this $50 guy, all right, and you have your $10 product and you made 6 or 7 sales, plus you got, you know, maybe 30 leads for 50 bucks. So you made your money back and you got 30 leads for free and you made $10 extra or you know, more. So then you say, okay, you can go back to this guy maybe later down the road with a different product and then try somebody new. And, you know, do some of these guys, you know, like this lady, I know this lady. This is a lady. I know her. I've bought stuff from her before. And you know, if she's good for you, you put her down in a list. Maybe make a notepad list from Notepad++, or you know, wherever you want to put a list, and say yay or nay. Or you know, you could put down, you know, how many opt-ins you got and how much you paid, and if it worked, you know, whatever you were selling, and keep a list of some of these good people. So say like this product that I'm selling, this live event, all right, it's easy for you to go back to those people and say, hey, I have a live event. It starts such and such a date. I need some solo ads, or I need some clicks so I can, you know, send them to this live event. Plus, you have all the ones that you've already collected from all the different vendors. That's how you build a list fast. You know, you have to keep on doing this. You know, if you can't do it daily, you can do it weekly. Just keep trying to get the leads. You know, sell something, get the leads. You could do my version, which I think the thing is $67. The particular thing I'm thinking about that had the 60-day warranty. So all I need to do is get one person to buy that, and I made out of the 100 clicks. And say I got 30 opt-ins and I sold one, I made my money back plus. So I hope you get the idea. It's really not that hard, and it's a pretty easy way of doing it. It's a better, you know, it's a way you can, you know, actually, you know, make some money and get free leads to build your list. Now, once you have that list, say, you know, in a month you got 500 people, because I don't know what your budget is. If you got a good budget, and let me take a drink here. If you have a good budget, then maybe you could do this once a day. And some of these people will run it that day. Some of them, it takes time. Let me tell you a little bit about solo ads. What you need to do is, I don't know, whatever you have, you know, whatever you're selling, you want to ask these people, have you run this in the last month? Now, some of these people have programs where if they have run that particular, you know, landing page, it will not run again. It'll go to whatever people they have in their list that it didn't go to. I just did one with a lady, and that's, this live event has been pretty popular, and people, in High Traffic Academy, we have a list of solo ad providers that are pretty good. But with all the people that are going through High Traffic Academy, they are eating up all these people. So it's like, now you have to ask, have they run this in the past? Now, if you're doing some kind of launch, you want to say the same thing. Have you run this in the last week or whatever, last couple days? That's what I asked this lady. I said, have you run it? She says, yeah, but I got 400,000 people on my list. She says, I got plenty of room. So, I have, my program is set up to where it won't go to anybody that's already seen that landing page. I said, cool. So I had her do it, and it's running right now, actually. So you actually want to talk to these people. Definitely don't just buy the solo ad and put it up there. Talk to these people. Make sure most of them are pretty nice. They'll just email you back, or some of them have Skype. Whatever the case may be. I talked to her on Skype, and then I emailed my solo ad. Now, with this solo ad, you have to have a swipe or an email. You have to send them an email. So you're going to have to, I would write one up on whatever product you got. Have it set so, once you do find somebody, you can say, okay, give me the email that you want me to send it to. You can go pay for it, and then you send them the email and the link, and that's it. That's how easy it is. It's really not that hard. You can let's talk about the email a little bit. You can make it long or short. I generally make it in a medium range, maybe, I don't know, 50, 100 words. I don't even know. I really don't know how many words, but just like, here, let me show you. All right, here's the one. This is this is the whole thing right here. So what I'm talking about is, I don't know how many words that is really, or, whatever. But that I call that a medium. Now you could get a longer or shorter. Maybe you only want, this much. It depends on you. It depends on what you're selling. And, like I always say, you can test things. Maybe you run this and you get 30 leads. Maybe you decide, okay, that wasn't too bad. I made my money back. Let's see if, they can segment their list to people that haven't seen this, and then you can run it again. Try a longer version, So what you want to do is just, kind of change things up. You want to test and see what works for you, for your product, because everything is different. Everybody's different. That's another thing. I always bring in some mindset about this, because it's very important to your business, to your life. So the best thing to do is, here's what I've been doing. I've been reading like early in the morning. I'm in Florida, and it gets really hot after 10 o'clock here on the porch. So I'll go out there. I generally get up about 7 o'clock, and I go outside, clean up the birds. I have birds. I clean up their cages, get them all set up, and right after that, then I sit down and read. And it kind of helps of what you're writing, and the attitude that you have towards it. If you're reading the books that you need to read, marketing type books, personal development type books, those kind of things, that will increase your skills tremendously. It just, I don't know how it works, but it does. It helps me out, makes me think about different things that I read, which is for me is really hard, because I don't know, I've always had trouble with reading and understanding everything. Usually I have to read it like 20 times before I can get it. But lately I just kind of, I read the book, and then generally I'll read it over again, just to, sometimes I miss stuff that, I didn't get the first time. And a lot of these guys, like Bob Proctor, he's read Think and Go Rich, I don't know, I think once a year for 50 years. His book looks like it's had its last day. So these guys read these books over and over and over again, because they get as you go through life and go through your business, you change. You automatically change, and if you're reading every day and stuff, it just changes you. So say next year you read the book, and then something else might appear that you never saw before when you read the book. So that's how it works. Like I said, I don't know how it works, but it's really helped me. I was a very negative guy up until my 40s. I've changed and not let things really bother me too much. A lot of the stuff is just simple stuff. People, they worry here's an example, and it's really nothing to do with business, but I have a caregiver help me with my mother-in-law. She is skinny. She probably weighs 115 or 120, somewhere around there. Her mom is heavy, and this girl has stomach problems, so she can't eat like her mom did. She has problems. If she eats the wrong thing, she gets sick, and it's a stomach thing. And she is always, her mom's diabetic, I think type 2. She's always worried about her blood and her cholesterol and all this stuff. And she gave me the results. She showed me the results not too long ago, and her sugar is I don't know, 105 or something like that. And I said, I told her, I says, my sugar's been 105 for the last 20 years. I says, don't worry about it. But the girl worries about everything. So, take that away. Don't let things get to you like that. Another thing is, people say, she gave me a bad day. She made me have a bad day. Well, that's just an excuse, because nobody can make you have a bad day. It's you. You're the one that let them have make you have a bad day. You could have just turned around, whatever they said to you, and said, who cares? Whatever you say. And not made yourself have a bad day. But you were the one that accepted that. And now you say, that girl made me have a bad day. No, you made yourself have a bad day. See, we're always trying to point the finger at something else. And, just be positive. And, things are going to happen in life to you, and there's just nothing you can do about it. Sometimes I think, something happens to me, and I'm trying to find a positive thing or positive way of how this could turn out. And there's just some things, there's none. I can't think of any, but instead of dwelling on it and focusing on it and complaining about it, I just move on. Some people can move on faster, and that's better for you. So a lot of this stuff, email stuff is, confidence and focus on what you're doing. But if you think about this all the time, anytime you're doing any kind of content, how can I serve my customers and stand back away from the money that you're going to make? How can I help my customers? How can I serve them? How can I solve their problem? And I guarantee you, your marketing will start changing around if you do this. Like I said, next week, I'll probably go to my list and say, listen, I don't know, maybe not next week because of that live event, but the next time I engage, I'll say, look, I went to this solo ad provider. I got this many opt-ins, and, I won't know how many sales because it's a live event. And I won't know until after, it's all over. I think around the 10th. So that's, I'm going to show them, give them results. And a lot of people like that. That was one thing when I did that not too long ago, and I says, look, come see my results. I can't remember what the title was, but I did have a good click rate to come see that email. That's another thing. You need to go into, I don't have get response up, but you need to go in to where your messages are. Say you do a broadcast. All right. Once you do the broadcast, see, maybe the next day, see how many people actually clicked on your link, how many was unique, and how many, if you well, you got the link that they clicked on. You got the email itself that they clicked on. That will be your, you're not your click-through rate. Then you have your unique clicks, and like I said, you have your link click if you put a link on there for them to go somewhere. So constantly check those out and see if you can improve them. You can also segment the list where if let's say you had 100 opt-ins, and I mean subscribers, and 30 of the subscribers click through the first time. What you can do is segment the list and send a different title to maybe the same email with a different title to the next 70, and see if you can get a response from them. Another thing that they're doing with the email is like for this particular campaign, we have some, and it's called an email checker. I don't really know what the name of it is, but it checks the email to see if it's a good email, and it's not a throwaway email, and it also checks if you're a complainer. You subscribe to people's list, and then they send you 10 emails, and you click off and you complain about it and all that. If you're a complainer, it just cuts you all out. It just don't go through the list. So guess what? We get a better list out of what's going on. It's going to be a cleaner list because, first of all, it's going to be a good email. We're not going to have any complainers. And there is another aspect to it, and I can't remember, exactly what it is, because they just started it, I think, this week. So that's going to help us build a better list. And you can actually get a service to do that. I'm not really sure. I think I remember seeing somebody put up on Facebook that there was one, and it was a penny a click. So if you're more advanced, maybe not starting out trying to get everything for free, you're more advanced and you want a better list, you might want to look into that. That's something that I think will really help you out. So those are some ideas on an email list free. And you can actually spend more money than just $50 if you have it, and try to get back. But I would suggest starting off small. Maybe try one of these. All you have to do is go back to what I did and put solo ads in and find this page. It wasn't too hard. I don't even remember what it was. 50 best solo ad vendors. There's a whole bunch of them here. I have one, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, eZine, but I have one, Director of eZine, where you can go in there and get solo ads from there. But it's a $200 product, but it's a lifetime product. Once you buy it, you get some of the better solo ads because they actually, use them. The owner uses them and actually checks them all out and makes sure that you're going to get, quality clicks and stuff. You can also try this guy. I know he has a pretty good list. He tells you what they are, and he just gives names and no actual money or anything. It gives a review. So there's tons and tons of places that you can get solo ads, and this is, they're generally faster. This guy right here is pretty good too, but usually he takes longer. His list is pretty full. I've never actually can be booked up too much, and I never can get. I'm in a hurry. I want my stuff now. But you can actually do something like this, and they have. Let's go to the bottom and see prices. Nope, no prices. Generally, they have their prices for how many clicks. Oh, here they are. All right, so his tester is $287 for 200 clicks. See, to me that's kind of high, but if the traffic is good, then it'd be worth it, because now that's to pay $287 off, you're looking at quite a few $10 clicks, right? I would try smaller. I'd go back to that page that I was on before and try some of the $50 ones. That way you're not losing too much money. If you're not, if you're new and you're not really good at what you're doing yet, you want to try small. You want to start small. And that's about it. The only thing that you can do is, I can't think of anything that I could get you that's cheaper than $50 for this particular method. But that's what I would do, is start with about $50, or there was some there for 40 something dollars. Try them out. Try and just test them, because you're not going to be perfectly, a perfect email writer the first time you do this. So if you've been in this situation and if you wrote some emails, then you may want to, here's a great thing to do, is check other people's emails, get on other people's lists and see the emails that they do, how they promote things and how they sell things to you. Some people now will just straight out sell. And some people want to give you all these freebies, but usually the freebie stuff is junk. So you kind of got to watch and, just see if you can get on somebody's list that's, fairly decent. And that's about it, guys. That's about G's that'll work for you, that you can use. Now, if you want to go to that event I was talking about, you can register for that event. That event is how to make $10,000 in 30 days. So this is going to give you a ton of great information. I think it's going to be 2 hangouts, and there's going to be like I don't know, maybe a 5-hour training on a Saturday. So Tuesday is going to be the first event. Thursday is going to be another one. And Saturday, he's going to do some kind of training, like for, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. So that's going to be amazing there. I've never seen anybody on for 4 or 5 hours. Now, this guy is an excellent teacher. It's not going to be me teaching this. It's going to be him. He's going to probably have it up on a whiteboard, so you'll be able to see different strategies that he's using, and how the campaign works and how everything is done. So I don't know what the event will entail, because it has never been done. We got about pretty close to 30,000 people registered for this event. And, I'm getting people every single day from a couple different vendors. I have another ad of 1,000 clicks here running very shortly. So this is going to be a top-notch event. It's not going to be garbage. And, it's going to be a lot of great information. Same thing with this. This is not a hangout, but these are it's a video series. It will give you lots of great information. One of the things is lead magnets. You want to serve your people when they opt in. You just don't want to send them to an offer all the time. And I'm not talking about the thing that we just talked about, the $7 or $10 thing. I'm not talking about that. That's to start building your list. Get your list, built. And you could keep doing that for years. Just keep selling something cheap, building your list. But once you build the list, then whatever product you want to send them to afterwards is going to be better if you serve them with some great information. I do a lot of mini courses, which would be easy for you to do. You just show them something and solve their problems. And that's what this is. This is a lead magnet, and this is a lead magnet, and this is actually a lead magnet, but it's going to be live. So everything here is going to give my customers and my team's customers, they may have sent you to this particular hangout, and they may have the same links, because a lot of times they clone my site. So all this stuff here is going to give you great information before we ask you to buy anything or show you the product or whatever. So that's what I would say for you to do. It seems to work really well. A lot of people will just get their link. They use a regular landing page, which is bad, unless they're changed. Like I have to use these pages because I have to use their pages because they have it set up that way. It goes through a CPA network, so it has to be that way. But they're constantly changing pages. All right, they send new landing pages. This one here's got 3. This one's got 3. They're talking about doing another set of 3 for this one. Well, this one's just opening up, and there'll be more live events coming up. They're going to have, I think, 25 products, and I think they're talking about doing about 12 of them from now till Christmas. So there will be plenty of different pages. This is going to be some great information for you. I think you'll really get something out of it, and it will serve you. This one here is the one I did myself. This is a lead magnet I did, and you can check that out. This is a mini course. This is a video series where you'll get a video every so many days. And this is a video live event. So they're all going to give you information. Take advantage, take action, and click one of these or all of these links. If you want to join my group, if you want to see any of the old Hangouts, you could join my group right here, and up at the top, here, it'll say file. You can click on that and click on Google Hangouts, and you'll see a list of all the Hangouts that we've done. In case you missed this, this will be up for a week, but in case you miss it or something, or if you want to watch this over again, then you can actually do that. Now, this one here, landing page creator. Excellent product, same thing. It don't have a button, but it takes you through a series of videos. It's a mini course before you get to the product. And you're serving your customers. That's what you want to do. That's what I do. That's the best thing to do for a long-time relationship. If you just want to sell something to somebody and don't worry about them, then that's exactly what's going to happen. The rest of this stuff is all services and tools that will help you build your business. There's actually a $20 bill here for free traffic. You can start using that. Start building some leads from this traffic right here. And guys, I used that $20. I used like $5 a day, and it actually lasted about, I think, a whole 7 days for that $20 because I just didn't spend the whole $5 each day. So that's what I can do for you. One other thing, let's check. You're good. You got any questions, Debbie? One other thing, you can come down here. You can actually get this particular app. It's for Facebook, and you can use this just like I did for a Hangouts, for your teams. You can use this as a landing page. This would be something free. You could use it as a website type thing. Lots of different applications for this particular app. Here's some information on me. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can go there. I don't know what website is that one is. And there's some of my other social networks. There's my email if you want, if you got questions or anything, you can get me through there. My phone number, this is a business phone, and you can call me if you have problems. If we're talking about something you didn't understand it, you can also email, comment here, because I check this daily. Because it has stats up here, how many people coming in during each particular thing, and I like to check that out. All right, guys, let me click back. I didn't see any questions, so all right, no questions. So we're back. I hope everybody got enough value out of this, and I hope I explained this simple enough to you. It's something that I didn't really, show you how to do it, but you should get the idea. It's really not too hard. You go to a solo ad provider, find yourself a cheap product, start building your list, and if you sell enough of the product, your list is going to be free. And plus, you may make some money, You can also do the longer version, the version I told you about with a good product, and explain to them in the email that you would rather sell them a good product, but, for them to trust you, you got, maybe it's a 30-day, but this particular product has a 60-day money-back guarantee. So that should build your trust level up a little bit, because they can always turn that product back in and you don't make the sale then. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you'll take some action on some of those buttons, especially that live event coming up this Tuesday. All you have to do is register for that event, and we'll set you up with a few emails, and you'll actually get to see the live event. Like I said, we got close to 30,000 already, and I don't know what he's going to do, because the thing only holds 5,000. I guess he's going to have to up it, and who knows? Maybe it might be on a Google Hangout. It might be so many people that he may have to do something different. Generally, we set it up on a live channel, but it's live stream type thing, so they actually control the video. But you can only have so many people in at a time, and it might be over that point right now. Heck, it's only Thursday. We got 30,000. And I plan on running a couple more campaigns, and I'm sure all the other people are too. So, guys, geez, we could have close to 50,000 people for this event. And the product is really super good. So check it out. Set yourself up with that. Those other things will give you lots of value too. And I'm sure that you'll find something that you like there. So without ado, I guess we'll get out of here. Next week, we'll try something different. If you have something that you really want to go over, go ahead and put it in the comments or email me and comment that. Tell me what you want to go over. If I can do it, I'll definitely help you out. We talk about getting results, and that's what I mean. Get results. Take action today. You'll get results tomorrow. So, guys, we'll see you next Thursday at 1 o'clock.